I'm Jennifer and I'm so excited and happy you're here. I appreciate it so much and I will be thrilled if you click the like button and subscribe. I am so excited to make this bagel recipe. Here I have 1 cup of regular cottage cheese. I'm going to put it in a bowl because this recipe works much better if the cottage cheese is mushed into a paste. I like to smooth the cottage cheese out. You can use a spoon, a fork, a spatula, or even a hand mixer to get it a little bit creamier. Now that the cottage cheese is nice and smooth and creamy, I'm going to add in 1 cup of self-rising flour. Now I'll just get these mixed together. If your mixture seems too dry, just gradually add a little bit of warm water. Then mix it up and see if you need to add any more. Our dough is looking great, and now I'm just going to knead it on this board with some flour. This recipe comes together so quick and is so easy, and you can have bagels in no time at all. Homemade bagels. And of course, with all of the cottage cheese, they're loaded with protein. And here is our dough ball ready to go. I'm just going to cut this into quarters. I'll cut it into 4 pieces. And then I'm just going to take this and roll each one into a ball. Once I get it rolled into a ball, I'm going to take it and I'm going to flatten it and open it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to poke a hole right in the middle. Once I get the hole in the middle, I'm going to pull it out a little bit and shape it just so that it doesn't close back up. It'll look just like this, just like a little bagel. And on to the next one. I have my oven preheating to 350 and I've beaten an egg here, and I'm just going to take this egg and brush it right over the top of the bagels. These will give it a really nice, beautiful, shiny look, just like the bagels in the bakery that have been boiled in a big pot of boiling water. That's why they have the really nice, shiny look to the outside. And of course, brushing this egg wash right over the top will also give it something for our little seeds or toppings to stick to. Of course, those are completely optional. Now that I have the egg wash on, I'm going to be using everything but the bagel sesame seasoning from Trader Joe's. You can use any kind of seasoning or toppings that you like to put on your bagels. And now off to the oven. We'll bake these for 25 to 28 minutes. The bagels just came out of the oven. They smell wonderful and they look magnificent. This recipe always turns out great. I just love the texture of these bagels. To the food processor, I'm going to add 1 cup of cottage cheese. It's best to use full-fat cottage cheese if possible, and I'm going to add 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1/2 teaspoon Italian seasoning, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now it's time to mix it up. Once you're done mixing all of the ingredients up, pour it onto a lined baking tray. Now it's time to spread it out into a nice even layer. Let's get our wonderful cottage cheese flatbread to the oven. We'll bake our cottage cheese flatbread for 35 to 40 minutes. Our cottage cheese flatbread is completely cool, and I removed the parchment paper and put it on this tray. I'm going to be adding some sauce and cheese and pepperoni and making a wonderful pizza for dinner tonight. I'm going to get busy turning this cottage cheese flatbread into a wonderful pizza. I'm going to be adding some sauce and I'll just spread it all around. I find a gravy ladle works perfect for spreading all the sauce on any kind of pizza crust, or flatbread of course. I'm going to add on some Italian seasoning. I already have a little bit in the crust, but I want to make sure the top of the pizza is flavored just as nicely as the crust. And now I'll add on the cheese. It's time for the pepperoni. And now into the oven, just until the cheese is melted and the toppings are hot. And here is the cottage cheese flatbread pizza right out of the oven. It smells amazing. I cannot wait to have this for dinner tonight. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it, and I had so much fun putting this video together. I'd be really happy if you click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.